once the car hit temperature, it's looking like it's running on 2 rotors now, which is good news. Oh, it's in and out. It's still kind of in and out. So they think basically at this point it might just be as simple as a spark plug wire, spark plug, something like that. So let's keep going. How's it going out here, boys?
Yeah, we found a ground on the coils that was loose. And we also found one of the coils was unplugged. Well, we don't know if we knocked it loose, but there's no click. So we had to do a remedy to zip tie it back on to get it to stay. Oh yeah.
So the plan right now is to run it with just the turbos smoking or whatever, that's fine.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm gonna end up changing. All right, little update here, boys. So definitely a bittersweet day. We did get the engine running. It is running on 2 cylinders. Unfortunately, as we feared from it sitting for 14 years or 10 years, whatever it's been, after bleeding the coolant, we found oil in the coolant. So the water seals are shot. It's gonna need a complete rebuild. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it up to temperature so you guys can see what it looks like. Oh, there you have it, boys. That's not good. So definitely oil mixing with the coolant, and that means that we don't have a seal inside the engine, and it's allowing the 2 liquids to get together and do their thing. Bittersweet day. It was nice to hear it run. Bridgeport sounds amazing, so kudos to Rotary Power in LA for building a cool motor. Looks like we'll be rebuilding it, so stay tuned for the process. And we decided it's time to pull this engine out and hopefully breathe some new life back into it. We're gonna go ahead and set up a little time lapse. We're gonna pull this bad boy out and come up with a game plan on how we're gonna either get it rebuilt or you know, something. I want to be able to enjoy this car, that's why I bought it. You know, everybody that has owned a Rotary is probably sitting there saying, I told you so, Rotary life. But as my boy Ricky always says, you gotta want it. If you want to have an RX-7 and you want a Rotary, you gotta want it. So we're gonna get after it, and we'll go ahead and set up a time lapse for you guys so you can see us pull this thing out.
1 eternity later.
3 hours later, we have a 13B on the bench. Me and the homie Ricky are stripping it down and basically gonna get it ready to go off to a rebuild. Hopefully there's not too much damage with the engine. Probably gonna be all right for a rebuild, but may need some housings or something from another motor's donors, which we do have TJ's old motor here, so I'm gonna see if he'll let me steal some parts off of it. We'll see. Here's the status of the engine bay. It ain't pretty. This is definitely not how I wanted today to go, but we gotta look at the bright side. The bright side is now we have a chance to refresh this engine, which sounded nasty while it was running, so it's already ported, which is cool. We don't have to redo that. It's basically just get it in, get it cleaned up, get it bolted back together, and we should have a runner. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it up, time lapse a little bit. We're gonna strip this down to a long block, and you guys can watch. All right, we're about 30 minutes into stripping this motor down. It's starting to look pretty clean. Ricky's just over here jamming away. But man, you gotta love these engines when there's no bits on them. It's got your 13B stamping on the housings. Just cool little motors, man. I think that's what attracted me to these, is seeing them in race trim is such a big difference than seeing them in street car trim with all the emission stuff and everything. Ricky's been showing me how to like eliminate a lot of bits that aren't needed on it, which is what I'm used to dealing with on the race cars. They've already got rid of all that stuff. So for me, the street car stuff's a little foreign. The oil metering pumps and the idle air control valves and all that stuff that eventually can go away, as well as all the emission crap and a lot of the vacuum stuff. So I'm learning a lot today. We've definitely made a heap of progress on the car itself and the engine. So just a little bit longer here, we're gonna get this thing stripped down to a full long block and narrow down who's gonna get to do the rebuild. So we look forward to putting this thing back together the way it was meant to be, and enjoy it for a while, and then maybe might have a surprise down the road for a different engine setup. So stay tuned for that. What do you see, Rick?
I see a whole lot of nastiness.
Let's see it. Oh man, can you guys see that? This white buildup? This is part of the block, but this here is not. And that is, I was trying to get it to focus on that, but it's pretty gross and nearly closed off the passage for the water. This is what it looks like. It's just foul. Like, doesn't really have a bad odor, but man, it's bad shit because it's clogging up, you know, where you want all your coolant to be passing through. Oh man, it's probably not going to be good on the inside, brother. Well, the good news is it took us about, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour to get this thing stripped down to a bare block. It's looking pretty cool. These motors are so neat when they're all stripped down. I love it. I guess this is probably going to conclude today's video. I want to go ahead and give a big shout out to my homeboy Ricky. He's been here all day helping me, even called off work, called in sick or dead, not sure what, but don't tell anybody. If you don't already follow him on Instagram, you can check him out at running_solo. Here's his handle right there. So go check him out. He's got some cool RX-7 and rotary content on his page, and he also belongs to a really awesome RX-7 and rotary crew as well. So that'll be it for today, boys. Thanks for tuning in, and next time you see us, we'll hopefully be at the Motor Builder.
Finally got the car tuned and all set up. Everything should be good. I'm here with Tim. You guys probably don't know Tim, but you're gonna see some more of him over the next couple weeks. So this is his first reaction to the boosted E36.
Oh God.
Oh, there's a person. Hold on.
Oh shit.